is something that I always remember, you know, for the rest of my life.
Zijn we er weer? Okay, what I was asking, are you already turning Dutch a bit with all these press days here, the last couple of...
Am I turning Dutch? I wouldn't say quite yet. I mean, I'm doing the 3 kisses. So when I greet people, I do 3. Because back home you do 2, or when you're in France you do 2. But actually, my dad's side of the family are Iranian and they do 3 kisses.
Okay.
So there's a bit of similarity there.
But can you give a short summary of what you've been doing here the last couple of days?
Last couple of days I've been doing promo, so I've been doing radio interviews and radio sessions, interviews with magazines and photo shoots. Had a couple phone interviews as well for people that couldn't make it down. So a lot of different things, you know. The days are very jam-packed because I need to make my trip here worthwhile, you know, and I'm only here for a few days, so as much as I can do as possible is the way forward. So yeah, I've been very tired, but I mean, I have time to sleep some other time.
But has it been like this in other countries as well?
Yeah, I mean, when I went to Germany a couple weeks ago, it was pretty full on. But, you know, I can't complain. You know, if there's a lot for me to do, that means it's going well and people want to hear what I'm doing, so it's all good.
And in the last year, what has been the most amazing experience you've had?
You know, I've had so many amazing experiences, but I think the best one would probably be singing with Paul Weller. About, I think a week ago now, a week and a half ago, I sang 2 duets with him, or one on Wildwood and one on You Do Something to Me, and it was for a Radio 2 session to promote his new album. And you know, it was a big moment for me. Like, he's a huge inspiration. He's an amazing songwriter and vocalist. And you know, when I got the call from my management and he said he wanted to sing with me, I was like, are you sure he called the right person? I was like, you sure he wants to sing with me? And I was a bit confused, but you know, it's something that I always remember, you know, for the rest of my life, having such a legend, you know, sharing the same stage as him. It was a pretty big moment.
Has that happened more often? Like that somebody called your management, like?
That's probably the biggest thing. You know, I've collaborated with Mark Ronson before, and again that was huge. We actually came to Holland and we did the North Sea Jazz Festival 2 years ago. And, you know, that was before I was signed, before I'd written most of the album. So to do something like that and perform to thousands upon thousands of people, it was pretty special. And it's always great to collaborate with talented people, you know, or people that do different music from you, especially. So yeah.
At that time, when you collaborated with Mark Ronson, what did your life look like? Because I don't believe you were full-time musician already, or were you?
I was a full-time musician, but I was just at a different stage. I mean, I was basically songwriting 24/7. I hadn't had the album written, so my days were sort of filled with collaborating with producers or songwriters and stuff. And you know, when I got the call from Mark's people, you know, it was very sort of sudden and out of the blue, and I had to learn the words in a few hours and then perform it the same day. So it was all very, you know, sudden. I just sort of had to react. And it was great because I really challenged myself, you know. I might have, I don't know, at the time I thought, oh, you know, could I really go on a stage, you know, in front of thousands of people? And I hadn't really practiced, but it was part of the challenge, and, you know, gave me a bit more adrenaline, and I had so much fun with it.
And how did he get in contact with you? How did he know you existed?
I think, how did it happen? We have the same publishing. I think we're both with EMI, and he'd spoken to one of the A&R guys then, just said, you know, I'm looking for a vocalist. It's really sort of last minute. Do you know of anyone? And they recommended me. I went to rehearsals, went through the song once. He loved it, and the rest is history. So, yeah.
At that time, was it still hard for you to sing in public, to sing in front of a big audience?
I don't think so.